thorough cleaning so that our paint can adhere evenly onto it. We're just gonna use a run-of-the-mill surface cleaner that you probably already have at home. So then we're gonna sand the areas that we're gonna be painting. In this case, we're just gonna be painting the doors. So then the next step is we are gonna measure the doors because we're gonna create a sort of geometric pattern on them. So we'll be taping off the area for the first paint color that we're gonna be using. We're gonna do sort of a tone-on-tone look with a sort of lighter salmon color. Then paint that and thoroughly let it dry. If we need to, we'll do a second coat of paint. And then once that's thoroughly dry, we will repeat and tape off the pattern for the second color. A few shades darker with this is called Carter Red, but it's really more of like a terracotta color to bring out the red tones in the wood. And thoroughly let that dry. And the last step is to remove the tape. We're gonna be making over this vintage secretary desk, which is from the 1980s. And so we're gonna be giving it a fresh coat of paint and some colorful wallpaper and giving it a new life. So we're just gonna clean everything out, and oh, it looks like our previous owner left some little goodies in here. We have a little return address for a woman named Bertha who lives in Brooklyn, New York. This is a little seashell greeting card, I think, which is very cute. Very 80s looking. And this looks like a telegram, but it's actually just a gas bill. But it's from July 29th, 1987, from Brooklyn Union Gas, and it cost $19.18. So Bertha, if you're out there, I hope you like what we are doing to your favorite desk.
I'm sure she'll love it.
For this vintage secretary desk, we are going to start by removing the doors, the interior shelves, and any hardware. Then, using a regular surface cleaner, we're gonna thoroughly clean the entire piece. Then we're going to sand the entire piece because we're gonna be painting the whole thing, just to even out the surface and create some texture for the paint to stick to. We are using fine grit sanding blocks. We just find that they are a little bit easier to get into little crevices, especially when you're working with something that has moldings, and it's just more comfortable on your hands too. We're gonna be using a high gloss rich navy color for this piece. We just felt that this bright color in a high gloss texture would really give it sort of a lacquered look. Now we are covering the entire surface with a primer and letting that dry thoroughly. It's a waterborne bonding primer. So once our primer is dried, we are now going to paint the entire surface with this beautiful, rich navy color, and we're gonna give it 2 coats. The next thing that we are going to do is jazz up the inside of this piece, and we're gonna be using some removable wallpaper panels to do that. The first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna trace the interior shelf and the drawers onto the wallpaper panels. We'll cut these out with a bit of a border, and then we are going to carefully roll the sheets onto the surface, making sure to push out any air bubbles as we go. We are now replacing the old hardware with these beautiful new brass drawer pulls. Well, here she is. We've gotten very attached to this piece as we've been working on it. We've lovingly named her Bertha after her previous owner. Got our new hardware, our new pieces, added this fun little tassel for a little interest, and then we sort of have this nice little reveal. This could be used as a little mini home office, a little writing desk.